how can you learn from the teachings of the Upanishads the practical implications in management?
In management, very good. You see, fundamentally today in management studies this has come in. Fundamentally, how do you manage the subject? This science only the Upanishads are able to give, because they have studied the human subject to his depths. If I cannot handle my mind, if I cannot manage my mind, basically, tell me, can you manage your time? Can you manage the other person in front of you? There is something called ambiguity management today in management studies. Can you manage that? If you cannot manage your own mind, if my mind is constantly reacting to things, reacting to people's words, reacting to people's emotions, can I manage my situation in life? I cannot. So, Upanishads fundamentally, what knowledge do they give you? How to manage your own mind? How to turn it a little inward? If you are able to do that, you will find the center of gravity of your personality is within yourself, not in the other person. Once you find the center of gravity here, you are functioning in a very different way. Nothing can ruffle you, nothing can throw you off balance. So then you can handle problems, you can handle problematic people, you can handle ambiguities, you can handle time. All of this, management of all sorts of emotions, everything is only possible if I am on a very stable platform. So this knowledge comes from Yoga and Vedanta. That is why it should be part and parcel of every curriculum, because subject is functioning in the objective world, isn't it? Now, in what format does this knowledge come to you is, see, basically in yogic sciences, we have a huge theory of what mind means. मन क्या चीज़ है? आपने सोचा है कभी? हमारा मन जो है, जिसके द्वारा हम काम कर रहे हैं, what is it? There are 4 aspects to this mind. मनस, बुद्धि, चित्त, अहंकार. आपने सुने होंगे ये शब्द? So this manas is sankalpa vikalpatmika, the cogitative aspect of your mind. You are constantly thinking. That is called manas. Then chitta is like your memory bank. Ahankar is ahamatmika vritti, which means the sense of I within you. See, all aspects of your personality are being covered in this. Now, it's a study of these 4 aspects of our brain. Buddhi is, of course, the intellectual aspect, the determinative aspect, faculty in you. So, in चारों वस्तुओं को train करने से, your entire mind will be in your hands. Your thinking aspect, your memories, your discriminative aspect, your eye sense. If all of these are trained and elevated to a certain level, your mind remains in your hands. So that if your mind remains in your hands, you know how to handle every situation around you. This is the glory of Yoga Vedanta. It gives you this training.